Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mod 6. Today we get into chemistry, mechanism chemistry, and become nuclear physicists to create a nuclear reactor. I hope you enjoy. Right, so today we're going to work on making some plutonium, which comes from a nuclear reactor, which is a fission reactor from Mekanism. Plutonium is actually used in a lot of recipes that are further in the future, so like the supercharged coils, and making the entire mech suit. Like, this is a mecha tool, that looks cool. So it's needed to make all these extra, like, things in the future for Mekanism, which I really want to have a go at and try out the mech suit. But, of course, to do that, we need to become a nuclear physicist, so we need to actually go down the whole chemistry tree of Mekanism. So, we're out on our island here, which, well, of course, this is where our island is, where we set up our lithium, automated of lithium. So since then, lithium, we may have made 1.1 million. I have let it go for a while and have upgraded the actual production of it. So on the Mac here, I've added the resistive heater, which is using 10,000 RF to add heat into the actual evaporation blocks using the ports and ultimate thermodynamic conductors, which are the pipes to pump heat into a block. As you can see, we're running about 1,500 Kelvin. I think I can turn it into Celsius. Yep. Jesus, 154,000 degrees Celsius. And it's not even, it's still using up. It's making 6,000 millibucks of brine, and then that brine is getting transformed into lithium, which these machines are holding enough lithium to make one lithium every time, as you can see. And I've got about, how many is that? I've got 15 of them set up, and I got 5 of these rotary condensers set up. So enough with that. We got plenty of lithium, and oh yeah, I'm about to just show you. Over here, you might remember we can only have enough time to make one ultimate capacitor, but I have managed to fill this entire block up with 18 of them. So now we can hold 30.4 TFE. I don't know what the T still stands for, but we're inputting 128,000 RF, and we're outputting only about 45,000. I think it jumps to 50,000 every once in a while. So you can see 19 cells and 1 provider. So this thing's never going to fill. Like, there's 172 billion RF in here, and we never have to worry about machines running out of power ever. So back in Mekanism, it's going to be a long process to make this plutonium, but there's one thing we need to make first, because later on we're going to need a solar neutron activator, which requires HDPE sheets, which comes from HDPE pellets, and those pellets are required in a pressurized reaction chamber with substrate, which comes from biofuel inside a pressurized reaction chamber with hydrogen and water. So we need to get to work on that, because then you use ethylene to create more later on. So that's how we're going to have to use this, because you use that substrate then with water and ethylene to make oxygen and ethylene to make substrate. So we actually could just make one and just like loop it over and over again with enough ethylene, but to make ethylene we need to make substrate anyway, so there's no point even trying to loop it, which is hydrogen. So to get started, we're going to need electrolytic separators. And where are we going to put this? Because I kind of want to put the nuclear reactor there and set up the entire system for creating the fuel there. So maybe we'll do it right here. Yeah, we'll do it right here. Let's just clear a bit of space. Alright, so we'll do it right here, because there's actually the sink right here, so we can actually just plug the water into the electrolytic separator and then go from there. So I'll just clear my inventory of junk we do not need. So we need a crusher, so we'll set up the crusher. The crusher is going to crush crops that we're going to put in. So as you can see, we have, where is it? I know we have tons of beetroot. Yeah, 300,000 beetroot. Now, can I turn beetroot into a biomass? I'm pretty sure you can. Crusher, you make 5 biomass per one, so that's actually a really good thing to use. So biomass, we're going to have to get an ender chest and pump biomass into it, or we could just run a cable, but I think it'd be easier just to run an ender chest. You know what? Let me actually do it backwards. So let me put the crusher roughly here. Let me chop down this tree. Okay, so we'll put the crusher here, and we're going to run the cable this way. Where's the computer? Here it is. So, grab a cable. Cable. I actually need to make more cable. There we go. Run the cable down over here, and we're going to add an export. Export upgrade, and we're going to grab ourselves some beetroot, and we're going to need speed and stack upgrades. So, stack and speed. This is a quicker way of taking it without typing the name in. That, you there. Stack upgrade, speed upgrade, beetroot. Alright, there we go. So beetroot should get pushed into this crusher once I've put the side configuration on. So they're going to input there. Now we have no power, so let me grab myself some cable. Ultimate cable, and grab myself a point. So a point, and we'll put the point right here. Select our mains power, and we'll connect the cable, and we'll be able to run a cable the whole way across the other machines. So we're making biofuel. I could upgrade this crusher to an ultimate one. I might do that. So using this biofuel in a pressurized reaction chamber. Now I need to make one of those. So pressurized reaction chamber. And there. So now if I grab ourselves some logistical transport cable, I need to make more. So I'll just craft myself another 64. Thank God for auto crafting. It's just so handy. Grab myself my configurator. Oh wait, I need to just items auto eject, and I'm going to output on the right. And this guy is going to input items on the right. I noticed last episode I said over here, export one item from the right and then export on the left, but I said that backwards. It's meant to export on the left, not import on the left. But set this guy up to extract, even though he's already auto outputting. So this guy's filling up a biofuel, and biofuel needs hydrogen and water to turn into substrate. So I could either get myself another sink, which I might do. They're not that expensive. I have everything to make it, so I'll just grab a sink and I'll put it. I'll do it under here because it'll keep it hidden. So sink will go here, and if I grab myself some mechanical pipe, put the mechanical pipe like this and set it to extract water, and I needed to input hydrogen then. So the electrolytic separator, which I was going to do over here, but we will need this for later on. It's actually turning in nighttime, so let me quickly sleep in my sleeping bag here. You cannot sleep. Is it not dark enough yet? There we go, nice sleep, and put it back down. Alright, so the electrolytic separator requires it to go, let's say, where should I put this thing? Okay, I'll put it there, and I'll have hydrogen come out the front and loop on top of this. So this guy also needs to export out the substrate and the gas. So I'm actually going to dump the gas. No, wait, this makes ethylene. Okay, hang on. This is going to be a bit of a process here to route all these cables correctly. So I want items to come out on the left. So config items, output left, auto eject on, and the biofuel will go out into a, it'll make substrate, and the substrate needs to go into another pressurized reaction chamber. So I need to make another one of those. You'll go here, and then the ethylene will get pumped around the front, and ethylene will come out as a liquid. I think it's a liquid. So we'll put this here, and liquid is blue, so fluids. I'm hoping I can pump out the front. I hope it's not a gas. What I'll do then is I'll set this one as a gas as well, just in case. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, you can only input, so it does come out as a gas. So any pressurized pipe. Pressurized pipe, you'll connect there and go over. So on this guy here, what color is it? We need red. Red will be the ethylene. So gas input on the front. Items will get output on the left and input on the right. Fluids will get input on the back, because that's where I'm going to have the pipe here, because I need water getting pumped into it as well. So mechanical pipe, and this guy is going to output hydrogen as a gas, so I need my pressurized tube, and I'm going to hook that up like this. So gases, input on the top. This guy, I need to route all this, so light blue is hydrogen, so there's no items. Gases clear those. So out the front will be blue for hydrogen. And I'm going to dump the rest of the oxygen. So this guy has made a small bit already, but he's out of power. So I need to grab my ultimate universal cable and plug them all in. This sounds so weird, but we're making substrate now. So substrate is making ethylene, or it's using ethylene, which is producing, to turn this ethylene into the actual HDPE pellet. And we need 8 pellets per... Wait. What's going on? That's actually not what I wanted to do. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Oh, no, I need the ethylene pumping into another thing. Hang on. I'm doing this wrong. 1 second. Alright, I think I figured it out. I have managed to get this thing to work properly. I ended up having to make a new pressurized chamber because it ended up getting filled with water. And apparently that's the wrong stuff. So apparently it didn't want to work if it had water in it. And I couldn't get it to export. There was no way to export the water. So I deleted it and made a new one. So I pretty much got everything we need now. So now we're creating HDPE pellets. But I don't know why it's paused. When did it pause? Did it break because I put speed upgrades in there? Yeah, it did. What the hell? Does it need energy? I've never seen a machine stop working due to it doesn't have an upgrade. Let me give it energy upgrades. Then speed upgrades. Okay, now it's working perfectly fine. I don't understand what was going on wrong before. Well, it doesn't matter. We got everything we need now. So... this, oh my god, according to this thing I've been only recording 20 minutes and I've literally just set this up. Yikes. Well, let's hope I have cut this down to at least 5 minutes. Because I'm going to have to work really fast now and get this reactor set up. Alright, first thing first, we need to make the reactor. Fission reactor casing. I don't need to make that much because I'm only making a small one. I need to make an elite controller. Or a control board. I need a reactor. What's this thing called? A controller rod assembly. I need fissile fuel. Or not a fissile fuel. A fission fuel assembly. Now I have to come over here and I'm going to put the reactor right here. This thing can explode. So that's why I'm doing it over on this island away from our base. So this thing is going to be 9 on the bottom. And then it's going to be kind of full the whole way up. Actually, no, we need way more than this. I know there's a way you can make glass version of this. Oh yeah, I'm going to need 4 of these ports. What am I out of? Okay, I need to make a couple of these. What? Am I out of these ones? Okay. Them in there. And then upgrade these ones to next tier. A couple of them. So, fissile fuel reactor ports. I'm going to need 4 of them actually. So I make 4. Fissile reactor casing, I need a few more. Can I upgrade this into a window? Okay, I need Mekanism Fission Reactor. Is there reactor glass? There is reactor glass from Mekanism. This is structural glass, reactor glass. Requires enriched iron. Okay, I'm not going to bother making that then. So this thing comes up this tall. And on the inside, I need to put the reactor fuel assembly, then this assembly part. That makes a reactor, and now I need to break the 4 ports on the sides. 4 ports here, here, and here. Here. There we go. Now it's a full reactor, so if we click on it, we can actually see inside. So if we activate it, it won't do anything because there's no fuel in it. This is our base temperature, 300 degrees. Seriously? So we need a sink. So sink. We're going to have to input water into this. So I need pipe. Mechanical pipe will do. Sink here. You on top. Configurator to extract. So this will pump water into it as a coolant. So each side is going to have a different thing. So this is exporting waste. This is exporting coolant. That's input. So I want to export waste on the side here. So waste. This is output coolant. And what I'm going to do is get ourselves some pressurized pipe and a tank. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put the tank right here. this pipe on top. This guy is going to set up to extract. This tank is going to input on the top, and it's going to dump excess. So that way, when this thing builds up fuel, it will dump the steam, and we'll have to make a waste barrel now. So waste. Radiation waste. It doesn't say how much this thing holds. So I'm kind of hoping Does it say? Okay, no, there's a millibucket thing there. So 0 millibuckets. It doesn't say how much it can hold. But at least we'll be able to know when it's starting to get full. I might actually put a couple of them down just in case. Now, we might need to make a radiation suit. We'll see. I don't actually have orange dye, but we can make it using our bees. So the reactor is ready. So, of course, now to get the reactor up and going, we need to actually make the fuel. Now, if we look up at Mekanism, we need to make this reproduced fissile fragments. And that will pretty much make fissile fuel, and the fissile fuel is used in a fission reactor. So, of course, to make this, we're going to need plutonium, and plutonium is a whole way of making everything. So, we need fluorite and plutonium comes from a nuclear waste. Wait, no. We need plutonium, which comes from nuclear waste, which comes from there. Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. We need uranium hexafluoride, and uranium hexafluoride is uranium oxide, which is chemical oxidizer, which is yellow cake uranium, which is uranium in an enrichment chamber. Then we also need hydrofluoric acid, which comes from sulfuric acid and fluorite. Now, there's two ways of making sulfuric acid, is we can do the sulfuric dust to sulfuric acid, and we can make dust using the sulfur we have, and we have about 10,000 of this, but the only way to make the dust is in a pulverizer. Now, I don't know how fast these machines are, so I'm going to probably make it the long way. So let's see, fissile. I should probably bookmark the fuel so I know what I'm making. This is fissile fuel. Okay, so hydrofluoric acid, sulfuric acid, which comes from sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Water vapor is from a deconcentrating, which is water vapor. And then we need to make sulfur trioxide, which is oxygen, and sulfur dioxide. And sulfur dioxide comes from the sulfur dust anyway. So we might have to use a pulverizer anyway. Okay, pulverizer. I'm going to have to run a cable over to this thing. So we'll start over here. So right here we're going to have a pulverizer, and we're going to run a cable. If I know where the computer is. Okay, it's here. So fill back in this hole. Grab ourselves some cable. And we're going to have to run this cable all the way over to our pulverizer, which I just made. Pulverizer, we're going to need an export sulfur. There is sulfur seeds you can make, and the sulfur seeds make sulfur essence that make this sulfur dust from Mekanism. And would this one work? This will make sulfur dioxide or sulfuric acid. Okay, so we can use what we have right now, or we can end up making seeds later on to do it for us, which I might do later on if we are running low on sulfur. So sulfur will go in here. Now I need cable to plug this in. I'm going to need a point. There we go. Now I'm going to have to plug the point in right here. Point, main power. Grab our universal cable, plug it in. Now I'm going to have to make augments to make this faster, so hang on. Okay, I have no idea which one is the speed. If anyone knows, let me know. I have a feeling it's this linkage amplifier, but I don't think so. It says process energy 1.1x, but maximum power plus, so I'm not sure. Like, there's these coils, but I think that just increases the amount of power it holds. So I'm not sure. I might end up having to making these seeds anyway, but that's fine. But what we need now is, now that we're making sulfur dust, we need to put the sulfur dust in a, what is it called? A chemical oxidizer. Okay, so chemical oxidizer, which is this guy here. I need 2 tanks and a chest. There we go. Chemical oxidizer. You'll go, no. Wait, is that the way it goes? Oh, okay, it is. So I need to grab a logistical transport pipe, put that guy there, and this guy needs to output on the right. I need to configure it. Auto eject, yes. So it doesn't look like it wants to auto eject anyway, so I have to make it pull it. So I might need to put speed upgrades on this guy. There we go. So this guy is going to work really fast to make sulfur dioxide, and this sulfur dioxide now needs to mix with oxygen in sulfur trioxide. So zinc, I'm going to make a lot of zincs this episode now. So zinc will go in here. So zinc will go here. This guy is going to require a separator. So you're going to plug like that. So this guy is going to set gases all out, and what's going to happen on the front, we're going to output oxygen, yeah? Oh wait, not on this guy. This guy's just making a gas. I need to that's going to another machine. Okay, hang on. So the oxygen, this guy is used in a chemical infuser. So a chemical infuser, which requires some tanks. Probably just make a bunch of them, why not? Chemical infuser. So chemical infuser will go right here, and then the separator will go here. So on the right we're going to output oxygen, and we're going to input fluids on the left, and we're going to dump excess hydrogen. Okay, so I need pipe. I'm actually running low on this mechanical pipe, so I'll have to make some more probably. So Xbox water, I'm going to need to plug you in with some cable, which I accidentally put away. Cable right here. Then I'm going to have to grab some pressurized pipe. So you're going to input orange, or either one. I think this is going to come out as a gas, so pressurized there. So that's already been inputted into here, so orange. So gases I want to input on the back, and the orange one is going to be back. So oxygen, it'll make sulfur trioxide. Fill in this because we don't need it. So now we're making sulfur trioxide, and now the trioxide has to mix with water vapor to make sulfuric acid. We need another chemical infuser. Okay. So this is making another gas, so pressurized. So you're going to export blue. Gases are going to export blue. I think I just put sulfur dioxide in there, yeah. Gases, export that back out into input. Wait, what's going on? Why is oxygen in here now? Sulfur trioxide is going to input gas on the right, or left. Okay. Oxygen needs to come in the back as orange. Correct. And now sulfur trioxide. Let me turn off auto eject. And this is going to export output blue on the right, and gases auto eject on. So this is filling up with sulfur dioxide, which I need to now export. So let me dump this oxygen, break this, put this on top. So sulfur dioxide needs to come out. So gases input sulfur dioxide, empty. Okay, gases disconnect, input sulfur trioxide, and the sulfur trioxide has to mix with water vapor. So let's see, water vapor is made in a rotary condensator. Now I have this, so water I'm going to pump in from the pipes there. So this guy has to go into here as well. So I'll put him here. No items, no gases, fluids in on the left. And what's going to happen is water vapor is going to come out the front. Correct. Alright, so I need mechanical pipe. Alright, so water will input into this guy here, who is going to set this up. I need to plug him into some power, like so. And it's going to come out as a gas, so pressurized tubes. And this guy is going to accept the gas on the back. Correct? Orange back. Oh, wait, that was set as a back. Input orange. There we go. Okay, I put it on the top thinking it was the back. My mistake. So you're outputting water vapor, which is now making sulfuric acid. And the sulfuric acid will now get pumped out into what? So I need a chemical dissolution chamber with fluorite. Okay, so chemical dissolution chamber. This guy. I am out of refined obsidian. Alright, we got ourselves a chemical dissolution chamber, which I think just goes right here. And what we can do is, using the ultimate pressurized tube, we can set the gas, which is blue, to turn off auto eject, output blue, auto eject on, fill this guy up. Now we need to input. Okay, I'm going to need cable. I'm going to need an export, and I'm going to need fluorite. And I just need to run this across the top. So, items, input the top, and the items that will be input is fluorite, and fluorite is going to be put in there. And this is going to make hydrofluoric acid with uranium oxide, which comes from a chemical oxidizer. Okay, hang on. So I need an enrichment chamber, which I'm going to push back here. Enrichment chamber will go here. I'm going to grab this cable. Wait, cable. I'm going to need export. Export. Now I need uranium, which is this guy. Uranium will go on top, which will go inside and make yellow cake uranium. I need to also power these machines now as well. Grab myself some speed. I'm going to have to make a bunch of these. Speed upgrades. Speed upgrade. You're going to need a speed upgrade. So this has made yellow cake uranium. Yellow cake uranium requires a chemical oxidizer. So chemical oxidizer, which requires in a personal chest. Chemical oxidizer. Put this guy right here. So yellow cake is an item, so logistical. Pipes. Set this guy to extract. Items. Input top, output right. This guy. Wait, no, that's the wrong block. Oh, I made a chemical infuser. I need a chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer. Items go in. I need speed upgrades for this guy. So, speed. I need universal cable to plug him in. Power it. Give it speed. There we go. So this is going to come out as oxide. And oxide needs to get put in to another chemical infuser. So actually I do need that chemical infuser. So you're going to put you there. So I need pressurized pipe. So pressurized pipe. You'll go here and you go here. So this guy is going to already export it all. That's correct. Did I already tell it to do that? No. Alright, so hydrofluoric acid. So no items. Gases. So we're going to input orange on the back. We're going to output blue on the right. Correct. So this guy needs to clear all of this. So input left, output front. This is the front, correct? That was the front, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. So this guy's uranium oxide making uranium hexafluoride. Hexafluoride in an isotopic centrifuge to make fissile fuel. Almost there, and I have to pump it all the way over to that then. Maybe I should have put the reactor here. I might actually move it. So we need, everything is done with, I think for now. I probably need to make the hazmat suit, but I just need this guy now. I keep making tons of tanks and keep using them all up. This guy will go right here. I probably should put it like that, so it inputs in here. He needs power as well, doesn't he? Yep. Connect them in. And this is coming out with a gas, correct? So pressurized. So this is already set up to output this guy needs to input the front. Uranium hexafluoride is making fissile fuel, and this fissile fuel I'm going to store in a tank. Now, I'm pretty sure this comes out as a gas, so I'm actually going to make a gas tank. Max tier gas tank. Put you here. Get the pressurized tube. Side configuration, gases, output the back. And it's going to fill this guy up with fissile fuel. And it's going to output the right side. Alright, just move this reactor now. Alright, now the reactor's moved. This guy's got 3,000, which is a pipe with some gas. This guy is now filling with fissile fuel. Oh wait, I need to plug in the water, which I'll do in the front right here. That could have been bad if I turned this on without water. This thing could have went kaboom. Alright, coolant, fissile fuel, 20 something. I don't know why that says 300, but activate. Does scram mean turn off? Yeah. So, the temperature got up to about 100 degrees. So I've had this running for a couple of minutes now. And I moved the barrels. I was making sure not to cause any radiation poisoning. So what I done is I got the barrels, and you have to make sure they're completely empty. And to empty the barrels, you have to pump from the pressurized tube into another barrel. And when they're empty, but this one has like 1,500 millibuckets in it, when it's empty, you can break it safely. And to break it, you have to shift right, you have to right click it. Oh wait, you just right click it when on configure, and when it's glowing like that, you can break it. When it's not glowing, it means you can, when you break it, it replaces it. I'm not going to break it right now because I don't want to have a leakage. And also, if you break the pipe, if it has any nuclear waste in it, it will cause a nuclear radiation poisoning everywhere. So what I've done is, to move them from the back, I pumped everything all out from the back into one pipe, and I swapped the radioactive waste barrel and the ultimate chemical tank with each other, because we are going to have to turn this waste that we're making into plutonium. And of course, to make plutonium, we're going to have to pump the fluid into an isotopic centrifuge, so the waste into this thing to make plutonium. And then plutonium can be used, or you could pump it in. Wait, this is plutonium. This is polonium. Oh wait, no, we're making polonium. Yeah, polonium is made in a nuclear waste inside a solar neutron activator, and plutonium is what is made. We are actually going to need to make both plutonium and polonium. Which plutonium is made inside a pressurized reaction chamber with water and plutonium, or polonium. Oh, Jesus, no, I'm getting so confused. Isotopic centrifuge with nuclear waste makes plutonium. Nuclear waste inside a solar neutron activator makes polonium. There we go. I've also done away with the pulverizer. It was way too slow. I don't know. So I went ahead and made the seeds, which make sulfur dust, which is pumping straight into here, which is like going full force making all of this nuclear waste right now. So I probably could speed this guy up, but by the looks of it, this thing is burning. This pipe is actually filling up, so we don't actually have to fill it up. So it's perfectly fine the way it is. So I'm going to end it there. Today was a bit complicated. I hope the video is not too long. I apologize if it's a little bit over half an hour. But yeah, it was crazy going down this chemical tree? Chemistry tree? Chemistry? Whatever. But if you liked the video, don't forget that like button if you did. And subscribe if you're new. And I do stream all the Mod 6 over on Twitch as well. So why not go check that out? The link is down in the description. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed.